All right, my OBS system just went out on me again. This shit happens a lot. Um, Now I'm streaming again, so let me just wait on my phone, make sure it's working, and let's go under the hand camera and start breaking the stuff down. A few seconds ago, I thought I was recording, and what happened was my OBS system had exited. There you go. I can see myself now. So it is working. So let's go ahead and stop wasting time. Today is Sunday morning, and I was off for the past week. All right, so what we're gonna start with is removing these little shields, these little plastic thingies, and let's remove these connectors for the disc and the fan. And let me go ahead and remove the fan clamp. It's been a long week. I took the kids to Las Angeles, and took them to the beach, took them to Disney, took them to the beach again, and we walked around Hollywood. It's stinky down there. I can't believe it's so many homeless down in Hollywood. Alright, so what we need to do is remove this little Phillip head off this SSD drive, or this is where the SSD goes if you want to add extra storage. And I'm going to go ahead and remove all of these screws. We're going to knock out 2 PlayStation 5s in this video. We'll fully assemble and disassemble them. Both of them looks like the port been pushed back in, so it may have fell down and pushed in the HDMI port. That's not no big deal. We'll go ahead and replace both of them. Probably do them both in under an hour. Disassemble and reassembling on camera. But this is all it is for now. I've been out for a week, and this is the only micro soldering that I got. Well, there's another PS4 on the way. We have another PS4 on the way today. Alright, put all this stuff on the side. This is so dusty. Alright, and now we got 50 screws on the inside. Let's go ahead and remove all these screws, or 40 some. I can count. There's 1. There's 2. 3. 4. There's plenty of screws, I'll tell you that. 5. 6. 7. I can do the counting for me because I'm going to stop counting. I don't know how to count over 7, sorry. I know it's an 8, comes after 7. What comes after 7? 8. And after 8, 9, right? I'm just kidding, guys. But let's go ahead and remove all these screws. I'm going to do this quick. Disassemble, reassemble. It's hot in here. I don't know if my AC is on or not. Alright, we knocked off half of them. Let's finish the rest. And drop a new HDMI port quick. We're not here to chit chat. I haven't even smoked in the morning, or drunk my coffee, my hot tea, or any of that. I was on a vacation for a whole week. My brother was here. He doesn't do a lot of micro soldering, and he'll prefer for me to do these PS5s, so we don't get no comebacks on these. Once we do them, the port will be solid, and if the customer does fuck it up again, it's their problem. Same way they fucked up the original port. And the port that we put in is still going to get fucked up from the customers or their kids or whoever pushing in the HDMI port in or HDMI cable inside. They go in blind when they put in their cable. They don't look at it and install the cable. They just be doing all of this type of stuff until the port goes in, which is wrong. It's supposed to look. Don't go in blind. Alright, we got all these screws off. Let's go ahead and lift up on this. Let me go ahead and get my Phillip head to loosen these X screws. After this system, we have one more. We're going to do them both on live. No cuts, no edit. And there you go. Let's go under the scope. You see how far this one pushed back, and it broke some more shit. It broke that diode. And alright, so what I'm going to do is just push that back in a little bit. You see that diode that it broke? So I'm going to push this in a little bit. There you go. Look, I'm surprised that little capacitor is still there, huh? So that diode is gone, and the capacitor is still there. Let's not worry about that. Let's go ahead under the scope and turn on our equipment. Go ahead and apply some flux. There's 2 methods of this, or 3, 4, 5 methods. Everybody does their own. I like to use low melt. Take the whole port off, clean the holes, resolder them back together. My brother was playing with my scope, I can tell. Alright. So what we will do is apply some low melt solder on these anchor legs. Let me clean this pen. He was playing with my stuff. Okay, we got enough low melt solder. Let's go ahead and flip it around. And once we flip it around, like I said, this joint is damaged. You can see that this thing also lifted up. There you go. It just broke. Come on, get it out the way. Let me grab my black tweezers. They're somewhere around. Where did he put them? Right here. And let's go ahead and use our heat. 500 with 120. We're just going to go in circles. We got to apply just a little flux. And let's go ahead and remove this HDMI port. Just keep left, right until you see these corners melt. When these corners melt, you know you're going somewhere. So you keep going left, right, left, right, left, right. So like I said, you see all 4 corners melt, and that's when you know the port is ready to come off. I'll get this off another system that we have. I'm not sure if it's still good. We can try it with it. It just went back in the spot. Alright, we got the port out. Let's go ahead and get our flux while it's still hot. Not flux, but our wick. And wick these holes while the board is still hot. Yeah. Alright, let me cut it and get another piece real quick. On some PS5s, one piece of wick can do all holes, and some other PS5s, you'll need 2-3 pieces of wick to wick these holes. So let's go ahead and do this again. You may need to hit it from the back. Hit it from the back, what she said. And you hit it from the back. Ouch, that was hot. Me trying to make some jokes, huh? Alright, so we got one more. Let me just flip it. I think we'll do better reaching it from here. And sometimes that little piece of what's stuck in here is just a little thin layer that you can remove with hot air and a tweezer. Poke it in. But let's see if we can remove it with this. I think it's gone, yeah. We got this one off, so let's go ahead and just clean that area. And clean this area. And let me wick one more time. These little legs. Alright. Doesn't look too good. We got a new port. Go ahead and just slap it down right here. And let's go ahead and apply some flux. After you apply the flux, you go ahead and get your iron. And solder these joints down. Make sure you can still see. I'm going to just soak them a little bit, and then I'm going to spread that solder around. So satisfying watching these videos. Thank you, sir. So right now we're just going to spread the solder around. Make sure no bridges. And if you need, you can use your heat gun to help you with a little heat. You can set your heat gun at 250 with 50. Let's spread this up. And let me go ahead and make sure no bridges. There we go. We all got them coming out. Okay. So what I'm going to need to do, just add a little more flux and try to remove these bridges. Can you guys see that bridge right here? That's it. One. And we got the bridge right there. We got rid of it almost. Let me clean my iron. And that didn't work. Yeah. One last little one, and let's get rid of it. Okay, let me solder that last pin good, and that should be good. We're gonna flip it around on the other side and solder the other side. Alright, you can see that all of them are soldered and I don't see no bridges. Let's flip it around and come over here, apply some flux. And for people that don't know what size is this is a dime compared to it. And this is what we're working with. So we will go ahead and get some more solder paste on my napkin. And we will use 250 with 50 on the heat gun, and the iron is always set at 750. Alright, this should be good enough. Let me go ahead and clean and go on the other side. And we are right here. We probably got a, oh, I guess it's good. You can see the solder right here on the legs. Once you see the solder right here on these anchor legs, that's good to go. So we can go ahead and reassemble it and test. Let's go under the hand cam. What we will do, just reassemble and test it on the TV. If everything works, we'll put the rest of the screws back down. If not, we'll go ahead and change that little diode, the one that I said was broken, and when I was using the heat, it did go back in the spot, but we won't know if it's actually still good or not. But let's go ahead and test. We will do this. We will just add like 2 screws on the top shield. This X clamp is important, so I gotta push this back down. And after we put this back down, okay, let's go ahead and put this big shield and add a screw or 2 to it to keep it held down. And if everything is good, we'll reassemble this and open the second system. So first system almost halfway done. Okay, I don't like the way this is sitting. Let me see what happened. If there's anything under here. Nope, I don't see nothing under here. Motherboard is clamped down. Okay, I think I bent it. Yep, there you go. So I'm gonna just put a screw here and a screw on this other side. And let's go ahead and test it on the TV. I don't know if this shit looks funny to me. The shield does. Alright, so let's go ahead to the TV section. There's a TV. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. The system that we were just working on. We'll turn on the TV. We'll grab the power. And we'll grab the HDMI. You know, you always gotta look before you put it in, because you can't go in blind, you will fuck it up. So let's go ahead and press the power button. No power. It has no power whatsoever. I didn't test this before we started on it. My brother checked it in when I was out of town. But for it to have no power like this, oh, there you go. The motherboard wasn't pushed all the way down. Let's wait for it to come on. Right now it's a blue light, so it's gonna load up the system, and after it loads up the system, we should see something on the TV. It's still a blue light. It's still a blue light. It's still a blue light. I definitely want to. It's loading up on the TV. It's kind of, I may have that bad diode. That diode may be bad because you can see dots on the screen. It's not clear. I will reopen that and just test, make sure no bridges are still done. I'll test with my multimeter, because even though if you can't see bridges on the outside, it may bridge on the inside. Or it may just be this HDMI cable that I got because my TV is messed up. But we will see right now when it comes all the way on. We'll wait for it to come on. It's at a black screen. It's loading up, I guess. and it just came on. Like I said, my TV is effed up. There you go. And it's ready. I don't see them little dots that I was just telling you about. The system is ready. And let me go get a controller so I can just navigate through real quick. Alright, I got my controller right here. It's a PS4 controller. It does the same. It works the same. We can play PS4 games on it. You see how this shit, once I touch my HDMI cables, what happens? If I have another TV in the front, I will test it on the front for my customer. This is my TV in the back, and it looks clear. It doesn't see them little dots I was talking about earlier. And that's it. Come on, remote. We are in it to win it, so let's end this one. Finish putting this one back together and jump on the second one. Let it go all the way up, waiting for the light to go up. There you go. Alright, we're just going to reassemble this and start on the second PS5. We have two PS5s. This one is ready. We just finished the HDMI port, and the other one is the same thing. It needs an HDMI port. Let me just do this for the thing. That's what happens when they drop this shit. Okay. So let me just go ahead and put all these screws back in. Oops, my camera is still on my head, huh? Alright, so let's go ahead and put all these screws back in their spot. And then we can go ahead and open the second one. All my videos that I have online that I do the PS5s, I always test it on the TV and then end the video. Sorry, my mic wasn't on me, so the volume was low probably. But what I was saying is, when we reassemble these videos, or when I do these videos, every PS5 that I do, or Xbox, or whatever I work on, I always test it, and then I end the video. But on this one, I got one more system, so I'm going to do two PS5s in one video. And that's it. We're done with the first one. Got one more, and like I said, I have a PS4 coming in today. Not sure if customer brings it in early or late. If he brings it in early, I'll knock it out today. If he brings it in late, I'll tell him to come back tomorrow morning to pick it up. Today on Sundays, we open from 9 to 2 p.m. Half a day for me. Mondays through Saturdays from 9 to 7. And if you want this repair, you can go to www.xlwirelessmemphis.com. My online price is $110. Whoever says, hey, I see it on your website for $110, we'll charge you $110. And for my walk-ins, we tell all of my walk-ins $135 because they're not on my website. But if they do go to the website and they see the price, we will change it for them. It's because we're trying to get our website out there, you know, trying to let people go on the website, see the prices, talk to us, message us through the website. And this system's going to need another 10 minutes to put all these screws back in the spot or in their places. And then that'll be it. I don't know how long we've been recording for. Been recording for 24 minutes, which is not bad. So 2 PS5s in under an hour. That sounds about right. Come on, Jay. Let's go. Let's go. Put all the screws in. I wish they'd put less screws in like the newer system, the new PS5 system they got out. Has about 20 some screws altogether. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I got one more silver screw, and I think it goes right here. And the other silver screw goes on the top of the black shield. So let's go ahead and put this in. It's so satisfying watching these little videos. Okay. Bring the disk drive. Get the little ribbon for the disk drive. Let's go ahead and do this. And this. Okay, let's bring this little black shield cover, whatever they want to call this baby. Clamp in these. Alright, we got one more system after this one. I already finished this HDMI port. We had two PS5s. This one is ready. I'm almost done assembling it. We already tested this one on the TV. And I'll start breaking down the second one in about 2 minutes. Put this in here. Alright, let's plug in this fan. And that last silver screw. And my video is cutting off. My video is lagging. I can see it on my phone. The system is ready. Ah. Let me call the customer for it. And let's start on the second system. Yes, this system has less screws. Hey man, how are you? You got, yes, Jamil from XL Wireless. I just finished your system. Yes, sir. No problem. Jamil, yes, sir. 130 plus tax is maybe 138. Yes, sir. No problem. Thank you. All right. This customer is on his way to Atlanta, so he said, "Can I hold it for a couple of days?" I'm like, "Sure. We'll hold it for a couple of days, but let's go ahead and knock out the second one and call the owner for this one." This one doesn't. It looks like it's pushed back, but not like the first one that I just did. The first one was, oof. It was pretty bad. And I'm going to do this a little faster because it has less screws in it. Okay. This is the reversion of the PS5. It has a smaller sticker on the outside. That's how I know which system this is. It's also this version. So this one has way less screws on the inside than the one we just worked on. And I'm loving it. This one, I'm loving it. Alright. Got 3 more screws maybe, or 2 more. Alright, this whole shield should pop up. If you paid attention to the video I just did, on the other PS5 it had 2 clamps right here for the disk drive. This one is not on the outside, but it's on the inside, which I like that design. A lot of people broke it on the older design. They'll break this connector. Alright, let's put this on the side. And like I said, this one has way less screws, so let's go ahead and remove all these screws. It has way less screws, which is good for us. Less screwing in and screwing out. And so both videos will be under an hour. This is the second system that I'm doing. And I'm done for today, I guess. I'm here until 2 o'clock, and right now it's almost 10. So I still have a few hours left until I go home. Sundays are half a days for me from 9 to 2. Mondays through Saturdays are 9 to 7. Alright, halfway done on the screws already, right? This is the second system for you guys that's getting on right now. This is the second system. The first system was already done. I finished the first system and we're on the second system. We're taking it apart so we can go ahead and change the HDMI connector. A lot of people mess up this connector by just snatching it without pushing down on this little metal bar or metal tab. You push down on the metal tab and then you slide out the connector. A lot of people break that connector and it will cause these USB and USB-C to not work on the front side of the system. Alright, you got 5 screws left, which is awesome. And we're in it already. So we will change the HDMI port, test like we did the first one, and reassemble. And if you like these videos, like and subscribe so I can keep doing them. So I can keep doing more videos. If you don't like this video, thumbs down, up or down, doesn't matter. As long as someone is watching. And okay. Take this out. To the side. Let me get my fill up. Right before I left out of town, I had a PS5 that come in with these 2 screws. They was drilled down with a fucking drill. I couldn't remove them with my regular Phillip head. I had to use a drill also, which I never use a drill on this system, but you know, it went to another shop before us, and I was glad that I removed them without scripting them because they was already starting to script. And come on, baby. Wow. Let's go under the scope. This is what we're working on with this. It is pushed back, you can see. And all of the pins down there are probably loose as a goose. Yeah, all of these pins are loose. So what we do is flip this around like we did the first system. And we'll go ahead and with our low melt solder, let's apply some flux. If you don't want to add low melt solder, there is another way. I float the solder board. Float the HDMI in. Basically, you come with heat from the bottom, and when the HDMI comes off, you go get your other HDMI and you slap it in quick. And doesn't require what I'm doing right here. It just requires heat, and to remove the port and put it in without adding no extra solder. But I like to do this. I like to remove their solder, wick it, and install my own solder. So right now we will go ahead and use our heat. Heat is at 500 and 120. Blast it. And let's go ahead and add some flux over here. So you're just gonna wait until you see these corners start melting, and that's when you know your HDMI is ready to come off. And like I said, whoever don't know what size is this is the size of smaller than a dime. Alright, I see this side melted. I'll wait for that side. Keep going left and right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. But come on, let's go ahead and work these while the board is still hot. Let me go ahead and cut that piece of wick and use another one. Alright. And that's ready. Let's go ahead and clean, drop the new port, and call this FX. Here's the new port. We'll just slap it in there. Zoom in. Zoom up, down, whatever makes your scope clear. Let's go ahead and apply some of that flux. And get our iron. Apply some solder on it. Not too much like the first one. I had so much bridges. I don't care about bridges, but a lot of people that watch me, when they do try this at home, they don't know how to get rid of these bridges. All you need is practice and patience. All right. All right. Everything is soldered, but I got two bridges right here. If you guys can see them, need to get rid of them. So hold your iron towards it and move your iron when it sucks up the solder quick, which looks good to me right now. Let me clean this side for you. You can see there's no bridges, and the solder is all the way on the pins and not just over them. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip it upside down and solder the back side. Let me clean this old flux real quick. Apply some new flux. And then we'll go with iron and heat so we can get our solder to float in. You need solder to show up on the other side, or this job is a fail, it's not a success. If you don't see solder on the other side, you're doing it wrong. Keep practicing. Keep watching my videos until you get it right. Okay, so let me go ahead and clean this section, or this backside, clean the port. When flux get in there, you gotta clean it. And then we'll come back here, and you can see solder floated up. Clean that side, and let's go ahead and reassemble and test. So what I'm gonna do is go back under the hand cam, reassemble this, test it, and we'll end the video here after we test it and show you guys that it is working. Okie dokie, dun 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 dun. All right. Let me go ahead and get the X clamp, and these screws that goes on the X clamp. There's two of them. Can't mix them up. There ain't no way you can mix these up. If you do mix these up, man, you gotta go back to class. And if you're using a drill on these, please don't. These do not require no drill. Hand tight, that's all you need. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is just get this up and go to the TV. And let's go ahead and test it on the TV. I got the system. Turn on the TV. Plug in your HDMI cable. Always look before you push it in. And we got the power cable. And let's go ahead and press the button. And there you go, first beat. And we got blue light, so let it load up. And when it loads up, we will go ahead and unplug it. Oh, there you go, it's already done. My phone is lagging, my internet is lagging, internet is super bad. But this is ready. The system is right here, and it's ready. I can connect the controller to it too. Yeah. Alright, and here's the PS4 controller. Like I said, they do the same thing. You can play with this controller on a PS5, but you have to be playing PS4 games. It's ready. Yeah. So if you do like this video, like and subscribe for more. I will be doing more videos pretty soon, so you don't miss out. Hit the bell, and I'm end the video right here. Thanks for watching. Much love for the guy that stood here watching 2 PS5 videos. And let's go ahead and end it. We did 45 minutes on 2 PS5s. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.